We're just moments away from the 2017 UK Open final. Peter Wright, we expected him to be here the third time in a row, versus Gerwyn Price, very much an outsider before the start of the tournament. His first TV final. We're very much looking forward to this, aren't we? We were talking about the experience of Peter Wright, but the fact that he's got the weight of expectation on his shoulders versus Gerwyn Price, who it's a bit of a free hit for him. Perhaps he's only been a pro for 3 years, for goodness sake.
Yeah, when you look in the sort of history books of darts, some players can get a major TV tournament or major TV title early on in the career. Peter Wright's been here for such a long time, although at this level only in the last few years. But if there's any negative there, would it be the fact that he hasn't won a title? I don't think so personally, but is there something in the back of his mind where he's going to maybe try too hard because he wants it so badly? I don't think so, but you never know.
Well, he's going to be thinking, if it's not tonight, then when?
Well, possibly, yes. I mean, again, it's third year on trot, he's been here in the final. It doesn't look likely, but every game can change for lots of different reasons. His statistics wouldn't say that. He's playing so well on every game he plays on TV nowadays. He looks hard to beat. He's focused on being a top professional and rising up the rankings and winning titles. Yeah,
there's never been a Welsh major PDC winner. It's a chance for Gerwyn Price tonight. You're very experienced, he's less so. If you were backstage with him now, what would you be whispering in his ear?
This is your moment. If you want it, go for it. You know, he's got himself to a final now. He's one game away. People will put Peter Wright as a favourite, and quite rightly so. But Gerwyn is there, he's in the final, he's got a chance, but he's got to play his best, no doubt, but he's got to have that thing in his mind, as the positive feeling of this could be my moment. And
we're definitely going to have a first-time major winner for the first time since 2012, when Michael van Gerwen won his major title. How good is that for the sport?
Well, it's great for the sport because, you know, nothing against Michael. I mean, he wins everything, as we know. He's just such a fantastic player and he's very hard to beat. But, you know, people do like to see somebody else win now and again. It just gives it a bit of a different complexion on the tournament and the rest of the season. New winner, great to see. Who's it going to be? Who knows?
Yeah, we love seeing Phil Taylor, we love watching Michael van Gerwen. You always want to see the top players, the big names, don't you? But in terms of the tournament as a whole, it hasn't seemed to have done the tournament any harm not having the players who you perhaps expect to win it.
Well, not just the two players in the final, but all the ones that have been in the sort of last 16 and last 8 as well. You know, we've seen some new faces, a couple of qualifiers. It's been really good. It's
been a great tournament, but it's not over just yet. We have the 2017 UK Open final ahead of us. It is Gerwyn Price versus Peter Wright. Let's get them on stage with John McDonald.
Ladies and gentlemen, it's the moment we've all been waiting for. 127 players came and just 2 remain. And now, for your entertainment, we present the final of the Coral UK Open. Brought to you by the Professional Darts Corporation, live on ITV Sport. And at this time, we give a very, very special welcome to the millions of viewers joining us around the world. This is Butlins Minehead! And it's time to meet the finalists. Ladies and gentlemen, into his first televised final, the winner of 2 PDC ranking events. Ladies and gentlemen, the Irishman, Gerwyn Price! And now, ladies and gentlemen, could it be third time lucky? A 2-time UK Open finalist, the former world finalist, and finally, for one more time, let's get this party started!
it's finally Peter's time to shine. To take us through the first half of the UK Open final, Alan Warren-a-Little and Stuart Pike.
Thanks, Jackie. A moment in darting history awaits for Peter Wright or for Gerwyn Price. That tantalising first major TV title in an hour's time. One of these two will be celebrating the biggest moment of their careers. Peter Wright started as the #1 seed, the tournament favourite, and he's linked up to that tag and he's dealt with the pressure superbly. Gerwyn Price has come through the pack and has beaten the likes of Pipe, Pallet, Hogan, White and Norris to reach a landmark moment. Gerwyn Price, just over 3 years ago, turned up at Q School as a total unknown, having packed in rugby to have a go at darts. What a story, and what a final we should have.
Yes, Stuart, two players desperate for their first major title. Is Wright to fulfil his promise, or can Price upset the form book and do the business? We will see.
Well, the prize will be right, but who will it be, Peter or Gerwyn, as we get underway? 2017 UK Open final, odds-on favourite Peter Wright, Gerwyn Price, 91. The big outsider. But he is relishing every moment of this fantastic experience. 99. And he'll give it a real go for sure.
And from the semi-finals, Stuart, obviously Gerwyn Price got through a lot earlier. He's had time to reflect on the position he's in, what he could achieve, what he has achieved. I suppose for Peter Wright, with that short turnaround, 95. Straight in the back room, sort himself out on the practice board, get himself ready to come back on the stage for the culmination of this year's Coral UK Open.
Well, there's bound to be nerves, human nature, in the first couple of legs. 1,461 legs of darts, and it comes down to the next 21 or less to decide our champion. 60. It's been a terrific 3 days again. This tournament is littered with players who come through the pack to reach the final. The likes of Burgess and Walsh, Bates, Mawson, Osborne, Wes Newton. 100. All losers though. Can Gerwyn Price buck the trend? Or can Peter Wright finally win that elusive first title? He's come so close.
Is it his time? 18 for double 16. Oh,
great start.
What a lovely start for Peter Wright to hold throw.
Tell you what, his finishing has been absolutely outstanding this weekend. He was again in the semi-finals against Darryl Gurney. It was a 144 and Gurney was poised. It was a big 96 with double-double and double 18, double tops.
Here's one for you, Stuart. If Wright does win here, what else do you think he can achieve?
123.
Well, I think he can go on to win more. You look back at James Wade when he played Terry Jenkins in the World Match Play some 10 years ago.
91.
Similar scenario, it was going to be a first TV title for whoever won. Wade won and he'd gone on to win 7.
97.
Some will say it's a tougher era in the sport, with Van Gerwen and Anderson and Taylor still around, Lewis, Wade himself, but
140.
I've always felt that Peter Wright would win one, and I've always felt that when he does, it'll be a springboard for more big TV success, but he's got to win one first.
That's right, he's still got to do it. Another one of those. Oh, he may go for bull anyway.
105.
Titles are few and far between, as we know, Stuart. Very hard to win. And there's also the new breed of player that's around the corner. All the youngsters
65.
on the development tour and the JDC who are looking to be professional dart players.
He's given his chances and he's taken them, and it's 2-0 in the blink of an eye. But it's a remarkable story, the rise of Gerwyn Price, on the verge of the top 16 in the world. And as I mentioned, he turned up at Q School a little over 3 years ago, playing rugby union for Cross Keys. Still plays rugby.
81.
A couple of weeks ago he was playing at fly half for his local club Markham. Still plays in between the darts.
I suppose one thing you've got to watch if you're doing that is making sure you don't get any injuries.
But the change of tack, the change of career, the change of life has worked for him. 70,000 for the winner, 35,000 for the runner-up, but it's all about the title. It's all about the glory, the silverware, a TV major. That moment in history when it could quite clearly change your life.
The name is in the history books as Price. Well, he's 2-0 down, but he's hit the first maximum of this final.
Yeah, 140, 180.
140.
Giving him a chance to hit back here.
100.
He took out this in the semi-final with 2 tops. But this time he's looking at treble for double 10.
90.
Unlucky on the wire. Good attempt. Treble 20 for double 12. Good adjustment. Over to the left-hand side. Beautiful finish from Peter Wright.
Are they the darts of a champion? We shall see.
Just looks so comfortable, doesn't he, when he's on the finishes? Doesn't look under any duress or pressure. As Price starts with a lovely 177. Is it going to be followed by Peter Wright?
120.
Well, the first 2 were. Second one, third one in the carpet.
Couldn't find a way through, could he?
134.
Good scoring leg here from Price on throw. Needs to get that first leg on the board as quickly as possible.
So far, you have to say that
57.
that Wright has dealt with the favourites tag superbly. Yeah, Price. Sometimes
84.
the stats do not tell the story. At the moment, that's the case. Price averaging 101, Wright 94, 95, but it's 3-0 up.
140. Going to require 109.
Well, no finish for Wright. Ball or treble 18. May stay there.
Yeah, earlier on,
46.
when he was interviewed by Ned with Raymond van Barneveld before the quarter-final, he dismissed the fact that he was favourite. It was just gamesmanship. He's been favourite since before a dart was thrown after the withdrawal of Michael van Gerwen, but he's handled it beautifully so far.
63.
Certainly getting that big average the night before the tournament.
Well, he's missed the single 10.
84.
The nerves and the pressure of the occasion, and all of a sudden Peter Wright could make it 4-0.
Oh, such a long way ahead. Gerwyn Price in this leg.
He needs the ball.
43.
Not quite.
Going to require 20.
For his first leg on the board. Double 5.
That will make him feel a whole lot better. Crucial hold of throw for the Welshman. Yeah, the last first-time winner of a PDC major, Michael van Gerwen, all the way back in October 2012 when he beat Mervyn King to win the World Grand Prix in Dublin. In the previous month, Simon Whitlock had won his first. Of course, won the European Championship in Germany, beat Wes Newton in the final.
140.
And then in the June of that year, Robert Thornton was a first-time winner. Of course, he won the UK Open with that fantastic performance to beat Taylor in the final.
So many good players around there now
who've never won one.
Absolutely,
140.
yeah. Very hard to do. Treble 18 needed, or 2 treble 20s. Unlucky.
93. Peter
A lot of players have tried and failed to win a big one. Tops for Wright. Well, it's all going right at the moment. Is he closing in on that first major title? 4-1 it is. Peter Wright in front. Crucially, 4 out of 6 on the doubles. And Gerwyn Price has it all to do against the hot favourite to win his first big title. So far, so good. Wright 4, Price 1. The 2017 UK Open final. 127 players came on Friday. Gerwyn Price and Peter Wright battling it out for the right to be called the champ. A new name on the trophy and a new winner of a PDC major. So far, so good for Peter Wright. 4-1 in front with a break of throw. So Gerwyn Price certainly has it all to do. Got to find a way to put some pressure on Wright. But for me, he's been comfortable most of the weekend. Well, that will help. Bit of pressure. The second 180
will help immensely. Difficult first session for Price, whereas Wright has just carried on where he left off.
Fantastic.
He's doing so again. Here we go.
It's always a great time, is it, to hit a maximum when you're just following your opponent. Always great to hit 2.
140.
Yeah, but the way that Wright held it all together against Van Barneveld says a lot for me about how he's been this weekend.
Yeah, you have to say that was an outstanding game from both players, I must add.
Yep.
105. Going to require 117.
Yep, 17 and tops. This will be a big boost for him. Excellent. Well done for Gerwyn Price. A third ton-plus finish of this final.
Always come out of the break firing on all cylinders. He needed that one.
100.
Yeah, Peter Wright taking out 110 and 104. Steely determination
100.
on the face of the Welshman. What a moment for him to be involved in a big TV final.
85.
Big session this for Gerwyn Price, Stuart. He was 4-1 down after the first one. He's taken the first leg. Even a 3-2 would be a positive response.
54.
Well, he's got a great chance here now. He's effectively got the darts. And he has now against the throw.
83.
Peter Wright now needs to respond with a big visit.
Should move over to the 18s here, yeah. 4 would leave a finish, whereas 4 20s wouldn't have.
64. BT require 170.
Well, can he work his magic in the final with a 170 finish?
$145.
Fatal hesitation. He must have known those two darts were in. He was checking with the referee, and he may pay the price as Gerwin looks at tops for a 120.
80. BT require 25.
Key moments.
Double 8.
All weekend, you know, Alan, he's found the winning double when it really, really matters. And more often than not with the last dart in hand.
60.
Well, as an opposing player, when you're waiting to throw and you see your opponent miss with the first two, you think you've got a chance, and then it's taken away when that third dart hits the target.
Well, he's promised so much over the years, Peter Wright.
108.
Gerwin Price bangs in a third maximum. It's the night that Wright finally gets it right and delivers. Lost in a World Championship final to Michael van Gerwen, lost 2 UK Open finals to Michael van Gerwen, been beaten in World Series finals,
71.
been beaten in World Series events, lost in the final of the World Cup of Darts too.
Bounce out with that last dart from Gerwin Price could be costly. Doesn't look so at the moment. Oh, it certainly isn't now. Poor dart there from Peter Wright. Single 17 should have been the shot.
He went for the ball. It was a slack dart.
140.
Went to leave 50. And no shot for Peter Wright. Well, there will be now if he gets another chance.
105. Going you require 50.
Got to go this. He's missed the Big Ten, so he only gets 1 dart at tops.
10 score.
The pressure of the occasion may be getting to Gerwin Price.
I just rushed it a little bit, but when you do that, it's very difficult to get your composure back very quickly.
Oh, what a big leg for Peter Wright to win. It's a break of throw as well. Gerwin Price only got 1 dart at tops from 50. And he pays a heavy price.
He came out firing, didn't
96.
he, after the break. A 12 dart with a maximum and a 117 finish. With 1 at tops.
57.
And then 1 in that last leg where it probably should have been 2 darts. And he had a bounce out, if you remember.
He just looks so comfortable.
140.
Is Peter Wright starting to believe this will be his night? This will be his moment. This will be his first big TV major.
95.
Well, he's got himself in a great position. Most parts of his mental game have been pretty good over the last
134.
6-8 months.
Well, he won 3 out of the 6 UK Open qualifiers. Rightly here as
58.
the top seed.
131.
Had that amazing 119.5 average in the Premier League at Exeter. Came here in such good form. And he is writing his own script.
Well, there's been
95.
some undue pressure on him when he was labelled the favourite at the start of the weekend, but he's playing like a favourite and has do all weekend.
20.
Well, on that occasion,
I'll be disappointed. Still averaging 100. The 3 missed darts for 7-2.
100.
Comes back for another crack. Wow. How about that?
That?
Beautifully thrown. 7-2. He inches closer.
140.
He certainly does. He's looking good. He's looking very good.
140.
140 apiece in this leg. A leg you feel that Gerwin really has to take on throw before we go
58.
to the second break. He doesn't want to be 8-2 down. 7-3 is a different story. He'll feel like he's still in the match.
Well, to stay in it, got to win this leg.
80.
Caught the flight on the way through. Good response from the Welshman. Yeah, 171.
171.
Excellent response. The reason he went for the 19s, 7 of them would have left the 170 finish, but he managed to get all 3 to leave
140.
the lovely 132.
132.
Treble 19 for the bull. Bullseye for Price.
107.
Just would have perked him up, wouldn't it?
141.
The 171 followed by the 132. Oh, Peter Wright here. Looking for the treble 18 to lead the double 18.
74.
Not quite,
Gerwin, you require 25.
but again, some pressure on Price. He has to get this, he really does.
And he keeps the final alive. Gerwin Price, the Welshman, still has it all to do, but it's in the hands of Peter Wright. He's the big favourite. At the moment, he looks on course to win that first big TV major. 4 legs away. Peter Wright leads Gerwin Price 7-3. He's nearly home.
So 4 legs are the difference between the two players. Peter Wright in his 3rd successive UK Open final, and it's the first ever major TV final for Gerwin Price. And I just wonder, John and Chris, whether that leg that Gerwin Price won just then will have given him a huge amount of confidence and perhaps even the belief that he could win this, bearing in mind it was all slipping away from him prior to that.
Well, it'll have certainly kept his hopes very much alive, and he's got to come back from this break really with some impetus and to try and drive on from that, Chris.
Yeah, he has to try and nick the next mini session 3-2, and then he's got every chance. He's lifted his average on every mini session up from sort of low 90s. He's now up to 95.29, but he's still some near 5 points behind the Peter Wright average, so he's going to have to continue to raise his game.
You'd think, Jackie, that the experience of Peter Wright now would be the key, and it would be a major shock if he weren't to get across the line now.
Very much so. I just wonder what's going through Price's mind at the moment. Will he still have that kind of belief that he can come back from this, do you think?
Yeah, there's no reason why not. I mean, he showed tremendous tenacity and bottle at many times. We've seen that 160 finish, the 100 finish where he hit 2 tops under extreme pressure. So, you know, he knows he got another sort of 2 gears in his game, but finding them in a final, he's never been in a major final before. A lot less experience than Peter Wright, obviously. I mean, as I said earlier, he was in Q school 3 years ago, so it's a great achievement, but he's got plenty of fight in him. There's no quit in him, that's for sure.
Going to be very much relying on Peter Wright and the pressure taking its toll on his shoulders. That's his best chance of coming back from this, but there's been no sign throughout the tournament, despite the fact that he's had that favourites tag, that it could tell on him.
No, he's looked very strong, hasn't he? He's come up short 8 times in televised finals, but you know, I mean, you say he's come up short, but he's come up short by and large. One occasion against Phil Taylor, but the rest of the time it's against Michael van Gerwen, who's just been extraordinary.
OK, well, let's see whether he can finish off the job. He is just 4 legs away from lifting his first major trophy in the PDC. Take it away, Chris and John.
Well, thank you very much, Jackie. It's going to be an emotional moment for Peter, I'm sure, if he does get across the line and win this one. He's got the experience. It would be a huge surprise if he were not to prevail from here.
Yeah, he's got a nice 4-leg cushion and throw, so that potentially should be a 5-leg cushion. And like I said, his game doesn't look like it's got a dip in it. Maybe when the winning line comes a little bit closer, he might have a bit of a wobble, but I can't see it. He's a proven winner on the Pro Tour, and he won 2 of the UK Opens, or possibly 3. I can't remember the qualifiers to actually get here. He was #1 seed. And playing like the #1 seed.
Yeah, he's been very, very solid all weekend. Performance against Raymond van Barneveld earlier on was absolutely superb.
Sensational.
Averaged over 110, his second highest televised average, going on the back of that brilliant performance in the Premier League last week when he beat A.D. Lewis and averaged not far shy of 120 in the process.
Yeah, so definitely the full man coming into this.
If he doesn't get this, that 130 is going to be a must-take for Price. He might not get the chance. Bullseye!
136.
Only 1 treble needed in this combination. Treble 20 for Ball. Great second dart.
91.
Not such a good third dart.
I think that had to go, Chris.
You just get the feeling in this match so far he's just been trying too hard, and he's just pushing himself too much.
8-8, and it's now 8-3. Well, that's what we said, isn't it, Chris? In the previous match when we were commentating, we said it was a kind of key for Gerwen that he just had to get up there and produce the sort of darts which has served him well to this point. But he's, as you say, he just looks as though he's been striving to produce the sensational rather than just rely on the rhythm that has served him so well all weekend.
Absolutely spot on, John. We spoke about it in length. He just has to be more natural, just relax and let them flow.
That's more like what he wanted. He's got a real, well, he's got a whole absolute essential that he holds his throw, but he missed a little bit of a glimmer of an opportunity there against Peter Wright. That's the sort of thing which you've got to take if you're going to claw your way back.
99.
Just forcing the issue.
Third time lucky for Peter Wright if he gets the win here. Twice beaten in the final as he gets a bounce out. Let's have another look at that. Oh, well, it clipped just about everything on the way in, didn't it? Can't be raising eyebrows about solid bits on the board there. It was a solid bit of dart.
Yeah, a solid bit of metal. Bit of a chance here for Wright. Piles in a big score, should come down.
99.
Well, I'd rather be going at a ton than 136.
So 136, great first dart. Another treble 20 for 8-8. He's not got it, so Wright with a chance of a break.
96.
May see tops again if he misses the treble 20 with his first dart.
Did it with 18 tops.
Oh, that's a bit of a marker, yeah.
Double 10.
80. Given you require 40.
Well, he's got to get this.
Yeah.
Double 10. Yes.
Well
done.
13 leg is Peter to throw first.
8-4.
Start running out of legs. Needs to break. The right throw.
133.
He doesn't need Peter Wright walking in and hitting a 133. Needs another.
Comes with the territory, I'm afraid.
96.
Why is the world number 3? Wright's doubles have been marginally the better, and he's scored just a wee bit heavier.
85.
44%.
It was very much the case in the Gurney match, wasn't it? There wasn't a lot in the scoring, but the finishing stats proved,
81.
as always, to be the most important thing about this game.
Through the tournament, Peter Wright's checkout average is 46%, which
Phenomenal.
is very, very good.
Yep, that's right up there.
60.
Especially when you consider this is his 60th leg of this tournament.
140.
Again, another thing we stressed earlier on, it's stamina as well. Peter Wright, the older man in this battle, but he's shown that he's got competitive stamina, kept it going, maintained the standards.
Well, he's done it so often, he knows how to prepare. Even down to things as, do I eat, don't I eat, do I go and have a nap?
144. Peter require 124.
Especially on finals day.
Price has got a chance of a break here, Chris. That's a good first start from Peter Wright. Bullseye now for 124.
99.
Now Price has got to take this.
Shaved the wire on the in the previous leg and shaved the bullseye wire there.
He's pulled another one back.
If he holds now,
throw first. Game on.
will Peter begin to feel the heat?
Still a glimmer of opportunity, and with stress that Peter Wright's the man with the experience, but he's also the man who...
100.
Good darts indeed. He's also the man who, a little bit like Terry Jenkins, he's kind of got the monkey on his back. He's never won that big televised tournament, and is that
93.
going to prey on his mind?
Could well do. Certainly will if Price keeps piling in the 180s.
96.
Nice solid position for Price to be.
183 in front.
58.
Wright's average, just about for the first time for a while, has dipped
134.
below the 100 mark.
And Price has just continued to lift his average throughout this match.
140.
Peter Wright needed that to stop a little bit of a mini rot.
Yes.
Needs treble 15 for tops.
31.
Won't be happy with that. Fortunately, no finish for Wright.
Well, the finish after this.
Might be on a double.
100.
Well, just the ton,
you require
but very
60.
makeable. So, well, Price has got to put this away, you'd think. Tops for 8-6. Well done, he's pulled another back.
15-legged Peter to throw first.
Incredibly,
Game
up
on.
to this final, Wright's 180 stats were something else. He had 34. Only the one in this final. We're in the 15th leg.
97. $140.
Really pumped up for this one now.
$41.
Having a little bit of a right wobble.
Another one coming here by the looks. Is Wright starting to just tremble a little bit? The
100.
favourite is just quaking a touch.
$140.
Needed
Needed
that one.
that, yeah.
Yeah, they said as one.
Treble 18 to leave 170.
55.
Maybe a few of you haven't seen Gerwyn Price playing before, but you know he's a very good player now. Still turns out, still plays rugby.
123.
Former professional.
Peter require
There's Bethan
86.
watching on. Been with Gerwin every step of the way this weekend.
2 at double 16. After hitting that treble 18.
Good dart. Good dart. Peter Wright takes it and is now just 2 legs away. Gerwin Price 6, Peter Wright 9. He's wobbled, but is he now on course once more? The final of the UK Open moving towards its conclusion. It's the first to 11 legs. Is Peter Wright going to become the first Scot alongside Robert Thornton and Gary Anderson to win a PDC title? It looks that way.
Good start.
You remember as well, Jockey Wilson and Les Wallace going back on the BDO tournaments, going back into the 80s and 90s. Jockey Wilson, 2 worlds and 4 British titles. Scottish legend, of course. Gerwin Price would be the first Welshman ever to win a PDC major title. But he's got to win it now in pretty extraordinary fashion. It's got to be 5-1 from here if he's going to take it. Well, that's a brilliant visit.
Both partners of the players, Bethan and Joe.
140. Going you require 142.
Well, the business end now. Price 142. Can't be done.
He opted for the treble 17 route for tops.
84. Peter require 124.
Peter Wright's had 1 attempt at this. Just came up short. Now he goes again. Good first dart. Treble 14, second visit. Now bullseye.
Just to the
Missed
left.
it last time.
Left again. Almost the same hole.
58.
Has to go. Has to go.
48.
Did the chance go with that dart?
I think so. 9-8 to go within 1, and he will have to throw in the next leg to win his first major title.
He has
1 leg away.
He has 1 hand on the trophy.
In fairness, the best player the whole event for me.
It's overdue in a lot of ways.
57.
Well,
Very good player over the last year or two.
Too good not to, really, isn't he? It'd be a shame if he never lifted a major, but looks very likely now. Could be just 12 darts away. 4 throws.
He'll probably say, I'd have liked Michael van Gerwen to have been there, and I'd have liked to have beaten him. But you get your titles, you know. Michael's got the back injury, not here, and that's the name of the game.
No stats on trophies, just your name.
Crowd in boisterous form in the closing stages of this match.
Treble 20 for 17 to leave 170.
92.
So 6 darts from 225 for Peter Wright.
That's handy.
It's not bad either.
Oh, unlucky.
140.
2 darts away from the title, maybe.
How much? Oh. Has to go for a 20.
70,000 quid to add to the coffers.
80.
I don't think he's short.
A bagatelle for Peter. For the title.
16 ball. What a way to win it.
This would raise the roof, and he does! What a way to win the title, his first televised title. Celebration time for his followers and for the fans. It will mean an awful lot to Peter Wright. Gerwyn Price sportingly gives his congratulations. What a weekend he's had, reaching a final for the first time. And Peter will be fighting back the odd tear up there, I'm sure. Certainly Joe, she is feeling it as well. And Peter Wright, there'll be a huge sense of relief as well as achievement.
Absolutely. Congratulations to Peter Wright, lifting his first major. Also congratulations to Gerwyn Price, played his part in what's been an absolutely epic tournament. One of the best I can remember.
Well, I've said before what a nice fella Peter Wright is, and it proves that good guys do get to the top. They do win titles. He's got a lump in his throat there. He's feeling it a little bit, but he has fulfilled a lifetime ambition, and he is the champion. He's beaten Gerwyn Price and celebrates with the fans. He's won it 11-6.
Birthday for Peter Wright, the oldest first-time winner of a major PDC trophy. Congratulations to him. I'm proud, said his wife Jo just a few moments ago. She'll be even prouder in a moment when she sees her husband get his hands on a big trophy for the very first time. Let's let him do it with John.
Oh, ladies and gentlemen, what an amazing end to an incredible competition. And now it's time for our presentation. Please welcome, on behalf of Butlins Mineheads Resort, John Wybrow, and on behalf of our title sponsors, Coral, please welcome Claire Edwards. So, ladies and gentlemen, our runner-up in his first televised final, winning £35,000 and a trophy, and it goes to the Iceman, Gerwyn Price! And now, ladies and gentlemen, the moment we've all been waiting for. Our winner in his first televised final, winning £70,000. The magnificent trophy, but most important of all, the title of Coral UK Open Champion. Ladies and gentlemen, he's done it! It's made by Peter Wright!
I promised myself I wouldn't cry.
You promised yourself, Peter, you wouldn't cry. We no longer have to say Peter Wright, who has yet to win a TV major, because Peter, you've done it.
Thank you. Down to all these guys here. Thank you very much. Thank you, Joanne. I love you so much. It's just down to you all, guys, and that support is fantastic. I'll just say to Gerwyn, you know, I've got 2 of them indoors. But hats off to Gerwyn Price, because, you know, being from an ex-rugby player, coming to darts, and what he's done in darts so far is brilliant. So, you know, we have a good banter together, and he's a great guy, and he's going to go a lot further.
Absolutely. Gerwyn, would you come over very quickly and just have a quick word with us? Yeah, you can hear the reception you're getting, Gerwyn. You've made a lot of friends, and you must have learnt a lot about your future here over the last few days.
Yeah, the crowd's absolutely unbelievable. You know, my first ever major TV final, it means a lot to me. I was a bit nervous up here, but Peter's played brilliant all weekend, and fair play. He's the deserved winner. And you know, Michael is the best in the world, but Peter's second best, and he's going to run Michael for the rest of the year, I think. And fair play to Peter, he deserves it.
Yeah, well said. Gerwyn Price, ladies and gentlemen. Peter, just very briefly. Now that you've started, where's this journey going to end? How many more majors? Is this the opening of the floodgates?
Well, hopefully Michael will have a couple more weekends off, and I'll be all right. No, I wish Michael all the best, and he gets well soon. I want him here. We all miss him, especially in the back room. He's a fantastic guy. He's the best player in the world, and we all miss him. Get well soon, Michael. Soon.
Well said. Ladies and gentlemen, Snake Bites!
Classy speech by a classy player. He can finally call himself a major winner, and deservedly so. He'll be looking back at those photos over the next few years, possibly wishing that he put Scottish paint on his head instead of American flags on his head, but he won't care too much. Let the celebrations begin. Alan Warren a little has joined me up here. He thoroughly deserved his victory, didn't he? And to finish it on the ball proves just how solid he's been.
Yeah, it's always nice icing on the cake, isn't it, to, well, take a big shot out, but always on the bullseye. The crowd get going, they look at it, and when it goes in, and the relief for Peter Wright, it's not just been the relief from this weekend, it's been the relief for the last 2 or 3 years when he's got so close. You know, you can see the tears there when he'd won it. You know, he's done the journey now, he's finally got to the end, and I don't think anybody can deny the fact that he deserves his first title. Absolutely,
it's his 4th major final in the PDC, losing the previous 3 all to Michael van Gerwen. Now he's got this monkey on his back. Do you think it will give him that extra confidence the next time he faces Michael in a major tournament?
The next time he plays Michael, he'll smash him. Sorry, Michael, no, I'm only joking.
He's got a bad back.
But yeah, no, to be fair to Peter there, you know, I mean, we've all missed Michael this weekend because he is the supreme player at the moment. We've all known that Peter Wright is close by behind him. He's played so well recently, particularly on Thursday night in the Premier League, and he's played brilliant this weekend. You know, he's going to be a major force if he hasn't already been in the game. I'm sure there's more titles there on the way, and this is only the start.
Well, this might inspire some of the older players, perhaps, in the game, that they can win their first major, perhaps, with Peter being nearly 47. But what about the younger players, with Gerwyn Price only being a pro for 3 years, and only playing darts socially for the first time 3 years or so before that?
Well, Gerwyn Price has got to be very proud for 2 things. One, what he's done over the last 3 years to start from scratch at Q School to get where he is today, and from his exploits this weekend. When he reflects on this with his family and his friends next week when he gets home, or tonight, he will be very proud. Obviously he wanted to win, who doesn't? But he's had an exceptional weekend, not just for his game and his self-belief, but for the rest of his career.
What a great tournament we've had as a whole. Yes, we've missed some of the big guns and the class and the pizzazz that they bring, but it has been a wonderful, wonderful tournament.
I think I love, and everybody else loves, certainly at home and in the crowd here, the diversity of the tournament. It's been absolutely brilliant. Love it.
It's been wonderful. Thank you so much, Alan, and to the rest of the gang. Well, tomorrow, the snooker takes over on ITV4. Make sure you join Jill Douglas and the team live from Llandudno for the Players' Championship. 6:45, and it carries on through to next Sunday's final. Well, earlier this evening, an Englishman, a Northern Irishman, a Scotsman and a Welshman walked into this venue dreaming of becoming a major winner for the very first time. And no joke, Peter Wright has gone and done it at last. Well done to him. Good night.